If you run a paid ads agency, two honest questions for you. When did you last check every client account you manage? Like not the big ones, all of them. And how long does it take your team to get a fresh batch of ads made? Because for most agencies, that's a week. I have built the marketing operating system that fixes both. Every account watched around the clock and new ads in minutes instead of days. Here is the guy it runs for.
Adnan has been the automation brain behind our whole entire agency, and we've had him on board for 6 months now, and some of the things he's been able to build for us includes Facebook and Google ad monitors so that we get performance updates when things go wrong. He's also built us a weekly report generator that gets sent to our team on Slack, which giving all of our clients data in a very simple and easy to generate report. He's also built us a client onboarding pipeline, which automates the onboarding process, a creative analysis tool on Notion, which syncs through our data. We also have automatic brand syncs, a Slack reporting app, and even an AI static ad generator, which our team uses every single day to this day. And throughout this whole period, my favorite part of working with Adnan is that he's just someone who takes initiative, which is actually quite rare in the freelancer space. People make things for the sake of making things for a paycheck, but Adnan pretty much goes and he debugs everything by himself without any input from me, and he only ships me a product that works. He's catching bugs before I find them. He's making sure that things aren't broken. And I think for me, as an agency owner with 10 other things to do, it's just complete peace of mind. And that's something that it's very hard to find in other people. So he's been 10 out of 10. Highly recommend him. And if you work with Adnan, you'll have a lot of peace of mind.
So, you heard the testimonial. He's Chur. He runs a paid ads agency for DTC brands and service-based businesses. And he has a small team, but a lot of clients that are riding on them, and it's typically the scene for any agencies that are crushing it in the space. And for the last 6 months, I have been working with him. So every automated system in that business is the one that I built, one piece at a time. So here is the thing about running an ads agency that nobody tells you about. Somebody has to catch the account that quietly stops working. And it happens quite a lot. The one who spent doubles overnight, for example. It might be the case that one hasn't had a single conversion in 9 days straight and you don't even know. And every agency owner I have met does that check by hand in the morning when they remember. Now let's do some maths. Let's say one agency has 158 ad accounts and they have to manage everything through the Meta Ads and Google Ads backend. This is a visual diagram of 158 accounts. Now, one person is supposed to keep an eye on all of them every single day. Let's say 3 of them are burning money and bringing back nothing. And fixing those 3 takes about 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. But the hardest part is actually to spot them. So what did I build actually? As you can see here, I have listed 7 systems that I built for Chur, and there are other systems as well which acts as the supporting head of these main 7 systems. The first one is I'll explain everything in a moment, but just a quick rundown. Automatic monitoring systems, weekly and daily reporting systems, a custom Slack app, automatic client onboarding pipeline, a creative library, automatic client discovery, and a static ads generator. So there was only one idea beneath all the systems. All of that runs whether anyone's at a desk or not. And it's not the most interesting part, to be honest. The interesting part is the one decision sitting underneath every single one of them that I had to take. And that one decision was everything should read from one single spreadsheet. So for him, I actually made a dedicated automation control spreadsheet, whereas all the clients' data were saved, including their ad account IDs and platforms, what kind of clients they were, like e-com or lead gen, what should be the spending criteria, what should be the ROS criteria, and every details with simple active or inactive toggles for each of them. So all of the systems read the data from this sheet, and this actually acted as the cockpit of the automation system. So every system you just saw starts the same exact way. It opens this sheet, and there were 1 row per ad account, client ID, the thresholds, who gets the alert, just as I told you. And when an account needs to come out, he changes one cell to inactive, and that client is like inactive, and it's gone from all of them at once on the next run. Now let's discuss why this actually matters, because the agency changes every week. The operating system that I build should keep up. So most people will typically hardcode the client list straight into the automation, which is very brittle to be honest, and that will hold it fine until the agency actually grows, which is the entire point of the agency. It needs to grow. You need to make more money. So here a new client will get a row, and every system picks them up on the next run. When a brand new ad account appears on either platform, the system finds it and adds it on its own. And when one account breaks, it gets skipped while the rest of the run carries on. As you can see here, a new client is one new row. Now let's discuss system number 1. Basically, the monitors run before anyone's awake. Every active account gets pulled from Meta and Google on a fixed schedule. Last 7 days against the 7 before that. So we get week over week comparison. Spend, conversions, cost per result, return on ad spend, whatever metrics you want, and anything that crosses a line get posted into the Slack channel with the account name on it, so that the assigned person can take the action. And it will be alerts they actually read. Like it tells you once and it just shuts up instead of like screaming the same thing every day, which can get annoying to be honest. So every alert that goes out, it gets locked in a dedicated database, and if the same account has the same problem tomorrow, it will stay quiet because it understands that your team members need some time to fix the issue. You'll hear about it again when the situation actually changes, and that's what keeps the channel worth opening, which is the whole point of having it. This is system number 2, which is a Monday reporting without the Monday. Once a week, both platforms get pulled again, and this time for the client report. This week against the last week, per account, formatted, posted to Slack that you just can forward to your clients. His team opens Slack and the numbers are already sitting there. And frankly, nobody's exporting any CSV or building a deck at 9 on a Monday morning. Who wants that, to be honest? Now, system number 3. What if like they want the information right now instead of waiting for the next day or for the weekly report? They just ask. So there's a dedicated custom Slack app that I built for them that's sitting on top of the whole thing. So you can just pick a client, pick a date range, and the report will come back in the channel automatically. You don't have to leave Slack at all. And it all happens inside Slack, where the team already lives all day. Now I'll talk about system number 4 that I built for them. A client signs and the setup builds itself. So basically a fully automatic client onboarding pipeline. So what are the steps? A new client fills in one form. Their client card gets created in the Notion database with every answer already in it, so that the team can take a look at them in an instant. A Slack channel will get made, the team will get invited, and a live canvas will get pinned to it. And their growth plan will get copied from the template with their name in it. So like previously that used to take about half a day of somebody actually clicking everything around. Now I'll talk about the next system. You can ask most agencies for the ad that worked 6 months ago and just watch what happens. Somebody goes digging and half the time is just gone. Here, what I built for them, every ad that goes live flies itself into their library the moment it launches. So when they're building a new campaign, what already worked for that client is just one search away in the database. Now, the most important thing that I have built for them. At first, I want to discuss one of the biggest pain points paid ads agency can face. Like, creative is the ceiling in every ads agency. We have to agree on that. You can ask any media buyer what's actually capping their results and you'll get the same answer every time. Like they cannot get new creative made fast enough to test properly. And as with any successful paid ads agency, you need to iterate faster. You need to launch more ads and test, and you need to try to find the winner as soon as possible. And how can you find the winner that fast? You need to iterate faster. You need new creatives. So volume is the bottleneck here and you need to be fast about it. So more angle means better performance. Everybody already knows that. But also more angles means a designer, and a designer means a queue. And that queue is where good companies quietly stall out. So what we shipped actually, they just describe the ad and they get the ad. It's as simple as that. So it's basically a skill that his team plugged into Claude. They were in Claude Cowork. You can use Claude Code, whatever floats your boat. I made the skill platform agnostic, so basically it could work in both Claude Code and Claude Cowork. There were subtle nuances here and there, technical nuances, but I overcame that. And now they can just tell it what they want, and it will come back on brand with the product, the copy, and the layout already done, including the initial research phase about the brand and every size they need for Meta and Google. Their creative director opens it every single day. A round of concepts that used to sit in a queue now literally takes him a few minutes at most. I just want to mention Chur's words again. Adnan is catching bugs before I find them. He's making sure that things aren't broken. For me, as an agency owner with 10 other things to do, it's just complete peace of mind. Frankly, that is the whole product. Everything else is just plumbing. So what is the takeaway? This is the marketing operating system. 11 systems that a real agency runs on every day with money moving through them. It got built one piece at a time though, over 6 months. So this is very important. So instead of tackling everything at once, I always suggest agencies and businesses to tackle issues one at a time to make the base really strong. For Chur, we made a dedicated automation control spreadsheet, various databases, and those were the data layer, the foundation of proper automation. And everything should start with that is actively like costing you in time or in spend. My suggestion is start with the annoying thing first, the thing that annoys you the most. Now what's your move? Let me know what's the check you keep forgetting to do. If you run an agency, you already know what yours is, and that's the thing to automate first. If you want me to take a look at it, the link will be right in the description. I work with marketing agencies and e-com brands all the time, and if you want to see new system breakdowns every week, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you and peace.